is really understood. So I thought that was a great example.
Yeah, that is a great example, and thank you for that, Peter. So blockers. A blocker is decidedly opposed to the change, and they're convinced that the change is not good or is likely to fail. And blockers are often high-level managers or executives. They can also be those people with informal influence, and they will use their influence to prevent the change from happening. And I'll tell you a very quick story about how blockers may mask their true identity to further their cause. And they work behind the scenes. And I was on an executive team where that kind of undermining behavior was inadvertently fostered by the director of the organization. So the executive team would make a decision, and 5 minutes later, you could count on one of the members of that team going into the director's office and explaining why the decision that was made by the team, to which they agreed, really didn't pertain to their group. And the director, being the nice guy that he was, said, fine, you don't have to follow it. Well, you can imagine what this did to the cohesiveness of the executive team as well as getting the entire organization on board with a particular change. So I met with the director, and I talked it over with him. He then spoke with his executive team and told them that the next time somebody comes to me after a meeting wanting me to reverse the decision that the team made, they need to go back to the team and have that discussion. And because of that, the backdoor approach stopped, and the cohesiveness of the group was restored, as well as their ability to implement change more successfully in the organization. So how to engage blockers? Recognize and identify active or potential blockers without overtly calling them blockers. We want to avoid labeling people. The point with all these roles is to understand their influence and level of commitment